Muhammadu Buhari's visit to the US has been the talk of the town, particularly among Nigerians in the UK. Key outcomes of the trip include strengthening partnerships to tackle insecurity, boosting trade and the economy, and strengthening good governance in Nigeria. But how much impact can external factors have on internal affairs in Nigeria? Since President Buhari came to power in April, the US has committed $5 million in the fight against insurgency, with more technical and intelligence support in view.
I think that the international community has been waiting for an opportunity and a moment like this to have somebody at the helm of affairs in Nigeria that they believe that they can work with in terms of how Nigeria can really become a regional superpower.
There are huge challenges facing the world right now. Top of the list is the issue of terrorism, global terrorism. Boko Haram is in a very grand alliance with IS. IS is a chronic enemy of the United States of America, and it's quite important that irrespective of who is in the White House or who is the president of Nigeria, that relationship is strong.
Nigeria has also asked the US for assistance in locating funds stolen over the past decade, said to be held in overseas accounts by corrupt officials.
Politically exposed persons have properties here in the UK, in the US, and in most of these countries. But what has happened is that the governments have looked the other way because these stolen funds enrich Britain, enrich America. So the real beef would be for the US to be announcing in 6 months' time that, look, we've made quite a number of arrests in the number of Nigerians who could not account for how they were able to buy properties in Maryland, in Washington, in Knightsbridge, in London. That is when Nigerians will know that there's a meaningful effort from the meeting between Obama and Buhari.
With pledges and grants from the World Bank and other sources in the US being made to Nigeria, some analysts say Nigeria must stay in control of her internal affairs, regardless of international aid.
What Washington should be mindful of is that a society is supposed to evolve organically. Once that society evolves organically, it becomes easier for you to interact and for the society to move to whatever level it needs to get to. If you come into a society and you want to impose what you think on that society, you're going to have a problem.
Being based on the ground in Nigeria, what's your assessment of what President Buhari's next step should be?
Our country has been a country whereby you have individuals have become so powerful and institutions are very weak. So if we have institutions that are stronger, then our democracy will be deepened. So it is imperative on the current government to make sure that every day institutions are strengthened, and that is the only way our democracy can survive the test of time.
If Nigeria is successful, it will take away a lot of burden from other global powers, because Nigeria will be able to look after itself and also its neighbors.
Many here in the UK are of the opinion that the international community cannot solve all of Nigeria's challenges. What happens next remains to be seen. Karen Chambers, Channels Television News, London.